Hello my beautiful friends and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. My name is Tara. They have finally arrived, Jawbreaker and Mini Breaker. Today I'm going to have a look at the Jawbreaker Palette and we're going to have a bit of a play. We're going to put a bit on my eyes and we are going to see how this bad boy goes. So there's lots of videos already going around on YouTube for this guy, but everybody has different experiences, so I still feel that my voice needs to be heard and valid. But in all honesty, I am a little bit biased because I love Jeffree Star products, and I know this is going to be fantastic. My favourite YouTubers have already reviewed this guy and done quite a bit with this one, so I know that it's going to be great. Now it's my turn. So let's just dive right into it. I've done my base makeup. We are going to now put some of this on my face. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, look at that. Ah! Oh my god, it's stunning. Every single video that I've watched, everybody has said that the camera doesn't do this justice, and they were right. In all the pictures and all the videos I've seen, it doesn't look as bright as everybody was saying that it is. Like it looks quite dull, or I thought it looked quite dull in all the pictures and videos, but this is definitely not dull. This is awesome. I'm going to have so much fun with this guy. Let's just get right into it. I don't generally do swatches and stuff on my channel because there's thousands of videos out there that do swatches, so if you want to see swatches, you can go and watch another channel for swatches. I don't generally do that, so I'm just going to dive right in. Swatches don't do it for me. I just like to put them straight on my eyeballs. So I'm going to have a really quick think about what I'm going to do, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have primed my eyelids with the Australis Tinted Eye Primer. I have to do it. I have to use this colour Gumdrop. So I'm going to start with Gumdrop, and that is going to go the outer part of my crease. That is so pretty and very, very, very pigmented. That's such a pretty colour. Oh my gosh. Like, watching all the videos and everybody raving about this colour, it is beautiful, but straight off the bat I've got wicked fallout, so that could be my fault because I didn't tap off my brush. But I am going to apply some powder to my face just because fallout for me, like when I try and wipe it away, I don't know if I'm too heavy-handed, but when I try and wipe fallout away, it doesn't matter what it is, it sticks. And while that didn't stick too bad, I'm not going to run the risk because I've got work soon. So I am probably going to wear whatever I put on my face now will be the basis for my makeup for work. So I don't want to get a heap of fallout everywhere. So I've popped a bit of powder on and that should help. And I will tap off my brush from here on out just because I don't want all of that crazy fallout. I'm going to go in next with the colour. Does anybody cringe every time anybody says it? It's called fuck, but I'm going to say F-U-C-K because I'm trying really hard not to swear too much in my videos. I mean, like, other words that aren't as bad is okay, but the word fuck, like, it's not pretty, and I was saying it to begin with in my videos, but I'm going to try and be a little bit more PG. So the shade F-U-C-K is going on next. Nikki Tutorials is really cute. When she was doing her review, she was calling it F-U-C-K because she didn't want to say the F word. All the videos that I've been watching, when people actually say fuck, it's just so cringy, but it's so Jeffree. I'm going to take a fluffy brush and I'm just going to blend out the top, and I really, really want to use the shade Bubblegum. Where is it? It's so hard doing it like reverse, like when you look in a mirror and you can never touch that spot. It's like you always go the other way. I want to use the shade Bubblegum to just blend both of these out along the top just to soften that line. Who else has got the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette? let me know in the comments below if you've got it and what you think of it, because I'd love to know. I'd love to hear anybody else's opinions. I'd love to actually hear from somebody who doesn't like the palette and hear like the reasons why they don't like the palette, because I haven't heard anything. I haven't seen any videos with a negative review. I'm sure that there's got to be somebody out there that doesn't like this palette, because there always is. There is always somebody who doesn't like the latest thing that everybody else is loving. So yeah, I'd love to know if anybody out there doesn't like it. I just want to know why. Like, I just want to know what their concerns are, what their reasoning is for not liking it. So that ended up becoming a little more than I thought, and it's ending up in my eyebrows. But that's fine. It's really pretty. Like, it's gorgeous colours. Most of the time, this sort of thing, like when you get to this point, looks absolutely crazy. But at the moment, I don't think it looks too crazy. So it's giving me hope that it's going to come together. Alright, so this is what we're looking like so far, and it is looking mighty, mighty crazy. It's gotten much bigger than I anticipated, so I don't think I'll be wearing this to work. But let's keep going. Hopefully it'll come together soon enough. I'm going to dip into the yellow, which is called Wow, and I'm going to pop that just on the outer part of that crease that I just attempted to cut. And it's not very neat, but it'll work. So that's not too bad. I mean, I was expecting more from that shade, to be honest. I'm going to go in with Snack, which is a shimmer. So, and I'm going to spray it because Jeffree Star shimmers are really, really bad for fallout. And I would like it to stick to my eye. It layers really beautifully, so it's actually a gorgeous colour. It's actually really pretty. This look is not sitting well with me at the moment. I'm not liking it. I'm not enjoying this. I am not enjoying it at all. But I'm going to keep going. I'm a little bit peeved at myself that I went in so heavy because it's not what I wanted to do. And it looks really shitty. It looks crazy. But I think that is it. I am not putting any more on my eyes because I am not liking it at the moment. I am going to go off camera. I'm going to do my eyeliner, my mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I completely butchered it. I wasn't enjoying that. I was feeling really shitty about it, and I went and wiped it all off, and I'm going to start again. And what I have to say is that I'm feeling extremely humbled by what just happened, because I've remembered that I'm still a beginner, and not every time I sit in front of the camera or every time I pick up a colourful palette it's going to be amazing, because it's not. And it doesn't matter if the quality of the palette is something like this. If you don't have experience, then it's not always going to work. Like, and I mean, even if you do have years of experience in working with colours like this and pressed pigments and all that sort of stuff, I'm sure that even the best have days where it just doesn't work out. So I had to scrap it. I went and washed it off. I fixed up my foundation and my base, and I'm going to start again. But because I'm running out of time and I have to go to work very, very soon, I'm just going to do something a little more wearable and in the way that I would normally do my makeup, but I'm going to do it with this palette with some pretty colours, but just more in the way that I'm most comfortable with, so that I can smash it out and get it done and continued to get ready for work. I was feeling really terrible, but once I sat down and I thought about it, I thought, hey, I shouldn't be as hard on myself because I'm a beginner. And I thought to myself at first, I'm going to delete that part of the video and start again. And I thought, why? Why delete it? Why not show people that nobody's perfect, and when it comes to something like this, it's never always going to be fantastic. I don't care what anybody says. The best beauty YouTubers on the planet, I can guarantee that they've had at least once where they've sat down to film and a look has just not worked out. So they've had to start again, which is what I'm doing. So, but like I said, I'm not going to do anything crazy bright because I have to go to work. So I'll zoom you in again. So I'm going to first dip into FUCK on a big fluffy brush, which is, this is the brush that I use for my makeup every day, like on a normal day. And I will just start pressing it and blending it. So I'm not doing any crazy overly pigmented shadows. I'm just blending that in. Basically, it is my crease, but it's just a lot more diffused than it would be when I'm doing, usually when I do something on YouTube, it's a lot more pigmented and like very much directly placed on my lids. But if I were doing just a very neutral smoky eye on any other given day, this is how I would do it. So I always start with this brush and I always go in and apply that nice soft colour to my crease area. And like these shadows, I'm sure are going to work beautifully. They were working beautifully. Like I have absolutely no complaints so far, except with myself. And I think that I was being a little too ambitious. So that's all I'm going to do at the moment with that colour. And then the next brush I would normally go in with would be this one. So this is an Eco Tools brush, and that is a blend brush with like a point, and then it has a smudger on the other end, but I use this one. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into Suck, which is this one, on that blender brush, but I use it for like packing the colour in as well. So I'm going to pop that on my outer corner. So I would normally just pack that colour in there on my outer corner, and then I would start popping it in my crease. These are blending really nicely. So I think that I'm going to be much happier with this. Much, much happier. So I've got like a packer brush, like a shadow brush, and I'm going to go in with orange juice. So the orange one. So I'm going to spray it. So I just use the Rimmel Instafix and Go, like when I spray all my brushes, so that I'm not wasting my $23 can of Morphe setting spray. This guy's only $10, so use that whenever I want to wet shadows. I now am going to place this on my lid and sort of bring it up into my crease. That colour, oh, holy balls, that is crazy. That is so pretty and so foiled. Wow. That is awesome. I'm so glad that I chose to start again, because I'm so glad I've used this colour, because this is crazy good. Go back in with my little fluffy brush, back into that orange colour Suck, and just pop that right in there just to bring back a little bit of that colour and help just to blend those two together. That orange shimmer, that is so pretty. So far, that's my favourite. Like, that is just beaming. Look at that. It's like they've got light bulbs behind them, those shadows. They're pretty, very pretty. Okay, so lastly on my eyelid, I'm going to go back into Snack, which is this pink shimmer. Give her a bit of a spray. And I'm just going to pop that on the inner part of my eyelid. And they blend together really nice too. And I'm just going to go back into orange juice, just a little on that side, just to help blend them together. I'm trying to be careful because that snack shade is really, really, really pigmented and it'll overtake. Even though it's not as bright as that orange, it'll definitely take over. And I'm feeling a lot better about this than I was about the last one. That didn't, yeah, I'm not even going to talk about it because I'm really, like, my confidence took a hit with that one. So now I just have to pop something on my lower lash, and what I would normally do is I'm going to use the smudger, which is on the other end of that blender, and I'm going to go back into Suck on the blender and add it to my lower lash line. Okay, so now I've got that. I've just cleaned off my brush, and I am going to add a little bit of FUCK as well to my lower lash line, just a touch. I think the last thing that I need to do now is add some inner corner highlight. So I'm going to go in with my pointed crease. This is a tiny little brush. Now I'll have to try the Jawbreaker because it has like a yellowy undertone to it. So this is Jawbreaker, this whitish one here. It is a shimmer, but it has like a lemony undertone to it. So I think that'll work. So I'm going to spray it. And I'm going to pop that right there. I usually like to drag. This one's burning. As I was trying to say, after I was really interrupted by a burning eyeshadow, is I like to add it in my inner corner, an inner corner highlight shade. I usually bring it down as well. So while it's not as crazy as the first one, and it's not as bright and pigmented as a lot of other looks getting around at the moment, this is basically it. So I'm going to go and do my mascara, my eyeliner, and I will come right back. Okay, I'm back. I've done my mascara, my eyeliner, I've popped on some lip gloss, and this is the finished look. So while I am a lot happier with this look, I think it's pretty, I definitely struggled with this video today, and it is not the fault of the palette. The palette is gorgeous, the colours are gorgeous, but it really brought it home that I'm a beginner, and I don't think that this is going to be a great palette if you are a beginner, if you are not familiar with using colour, if you're not comfortable with using colour, because this packs a punch. And you have to be prepared to, even when you want to do a subtle look, that you're going to get colour. So I love the palette. I think that the palette is gorgeous, but I think that I'm going to have to do a bit of practicing with this guy so that I feel comfortable using it, because it is not an easy palette to work with. In that regard, that's where I'm at with that. The palette itself is amazing. The shadows, from what I believe, are incredible shadows, but I definitely need some practice. So I'm going to do that, and hopefully I can share that with you if you will all have me. And I still have the mini breaker to play with, so I'm going to do that one next. But for now, I'm happy with that. The look turned out okay, considering how terrible it was to start with, and I had to scrap that and start again. During the process of filming this video even, I was at one point where I was like, I'm not even going to bother with this video. I'm not going to upload this. I'm going to delete it and start again, but I don't have time today, so I'm going to have to do another video tomorrow. And I thought, why not upload this and show everybody that these things happen. Like, just because it's the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette doesn't mean that it has to be perfect and that nothing will go wrong, because it did. And I'm gonna share it. So I hope you get a laugh out of it at least, because that would be great if anybody finds it entertaining to see me a few CK up. Oh, yeah. I still stand by that shade name is so cringy, but it's Jeffree Star, so I kind of love it too. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Keep an eye out for the next video for the mini breaker palette, and go and do something kind for someone, because you never know, they could have been having a shitty day just like I have, and you might change their whole day. You might turn their day around for them. So go and do that. It'll make you feel good to make someone else feel good. I promise. Bye.